Well, hello, welcome to Culinary Arts. So we are going to give you a nice little kitchen tour. I want to introduce myself. I'm Chef Rayl. Hopefully we get an opportunity to get back into the building at some point in time this semester, but we will see. So if you want to follow me, I'm going to give you a nice little tour of the kitchen. This area here is actually the locker rooms. Locker rooms, not really rooms, but lockers for you to change your clothes out. You'll get a chef coat, chef pants, chef hat. Aprons are inside the kitchen. Oh, and also shoes. Here is our double doors. One thing I wanted to point out that Culinary Arts is it's pretty essential is that this sign here, intellect is never your issue, it's your choices. So you kind of make a lot of choices each and every day. And then work hard all day, every day. Effort will take you places that intellect cannot. So what that means is you've got to be able to work hard. You've got to want to work hard. That's also a choice too. So cooking is all about being organized and making really good choices, and you'll be pretty successful in this class. So if you come on in here, immediately when you walk in your kitchen, I'll just come in this way. To our left is our trash receptacles. We have three different kinds. We have cardboard and paper, we have metals and plastic, and then we have a regular trash can. That's for all of our other waste. Immediately over here to our right is our server site station, and also down below are ingredient bins. So we got rice and flours and sugars and all kinds of things in here. We also have coffee, so I make coffee every morning. So if you got a nice little non-spillable dough cup or even a non-spillable cup, you'll be able to get yourself a little bit of coffee. We're going to head right in. Oh, we're going to start here first. Here we have our ice machine. Notice how the scoop is. Notice how it's upside down. That way no water builds up into it. As we turn it the other way, water builds up in the reservoir. We also have our washer and dryer. We wash all our clothes, all our towels, all our aprons. Everything is done here in the kitchen. Right this way, we're going to walk into the wonderful dish room. Here we've got another trash can as well. We've got a silverware rack. We've got our racks for our dish machine up here. Just to show you real quickly how the dish machine works. It's real simple, right? We're going to spray everything off. It's going to go into the rack, put it in the machine, and then it's going to go through. Now I'm going to stop it a little bit. Once that gets through the dish machine, so it's going to hit 3 stages in here. It's going to hit a wash, a rinse, and a sanitize cycle. The sanitize actually gets up to about 200 degrees. So we need it above 180 to kill anything. It's off right now, but 170 on the wash, 104 on the rinse, and then this is going to get about 200 degrees. It's going to come out of over here so it can actually air dry. And so that'll be our 5 stage. If you notice, we spray it off, we wash, we rinse, we sanitize, we air dry over here. 5 stages of cleaning and sanitizing. This is all the dry area. Also, there is a little trigger switch down here at the end, which will actually, when the rack hits it, it does that. It stops the dish machine from working. Therefore, that we put too many racks in, we don't end up breaking the machine. Over here to my left is we have chemicals for the dish machine here, whatever we need. We also have cutting board mats. So you put your mat down, put your cutting board on top, and then we also have a chef's knife for us to be able to cut. So that's where all this is included in the kitchen. There's also metal scrubbies, squeegees, all kinds of little fun things. We also have gloves, etc. up here. One of the things about this kitchen is custodians never walk into here. They never come in to clean anything, so we take care of everything. So up here on the wall, we've got squeegees. We've got deck brushes, so we can scrub it all about 4 times a year. We normally power wash the entire kitchen. We'll take it all out and make sure it's nice and do a lot of deep cleaning. What we're really doing. All right, over here we also have dustpans as well. Go ahead and notice a couple of things. All they do is drop down and sweep everything into it. Please make sure that they're all put back up. Here we have a hand sink. There are 4 of these in my kitchen. There's actually one in the dish room that we just came through. There's one here. And then there's 2 over on the other side that we'll get to a little bit later. It's got a foot pedal for it to start. We've got soap. We've got paper towels. And then we also have gloves up here as well, and a clock. I know a lot of you have issues with reading a clock that's not digital, but here we also have a prep sink. This prep sink is for food product only. It's not for dumping anything dirty in or anything else. So it's for thawing food, rinsing food, washing lettuce, things like that, cooling down pasta as it comes out, etc. On this end, we have our mop sink. So we have our mop buckets, we have our mops. We also have brooms over here. And then we have other cleaning materials. You got aprons that you need to put on when you walk in. We got towels, bleach spray, and then down here we also have trash bags when we need them. There's also a paper towel box right here with all the paper towels. Custodians don't replace those, we do. Right here is each one of the stations. We actually have 4 of these, so 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. As you'll see as we go through, this is your work area. Each person, 1 table, 1 range, and you're able to accomplish everything. Up top, we have all our pots and pans. We have sauteed pans, we have chinois, we have china caps, saucepans, skimmers, I don't know why that's over here, etc. But this is all your pots and pans right here so we can cook. Come around this area over here to the right are freezers. So the first couple ones are freezers. They're all labeled right up top. It says freezer up there. And then our next ones are our refrigerators. It's labeled up top as well. Notice the hour. So if you are first hour, this is yours. Second hour here. Third hour here. But we have a 4th hour this year, so we'll do first, third, and then 4th. And then everything goes in here wrapped up and put away. We'll come on down this way. We've got large equipment that we will be dealing with. We also have our hoods up here. They get turned on up in the top left. We have a fryer. This is a smoker. We have a steamer. Over here we have a grill. And if you can take a shot over here, this is our second station as well. Very similar to the one that we just saw. So then we have our grill. We also have 2 bigger pieces of equipment right here, which are a tilt skillet or a brazier. This is actually 30 gallons. And then this is a 40-gallon kettle that will do a lot of stocks and sauces and soups and things in as well. And then we have our combi oven. Our combi oven is a I guess they've been around for a while. Anyway, there's 3 settings to the combi oven. There's hot air, which is just like a normal oven. There's steam, and then you have a combination of hot air and steam. Also in the back of the oven, there is a fan, which makes this a convection oven. So what that fan does is as you turn it on, that fan is going, it actually will take the temperature up another 50 degrees than what it says on the dial. So if the dial says you're at 350, it's actually 400 inside the oven. So that fan also distributes heat evenly, therefore you don't end up with hot spots within the oven itself. Here we have our family meal cart where we get all our spoons, forks, etc. Also our cylinder to put all our spoons in, so then we can take that to our station. We now have tasting spoons, so we can taste everything. This area right here is our demo table. This is kind of the first place we meet every day in class. I'll be sending out videos periodically throughout the school year for different units, and we're going to be cooking the things that you would be cooking in class. So we try to demo pretty much everything. So this is that demo table. We meet here just as we start. We also have our walk-in cooler here behind me. So as the name says, you walk right in to the cooler. And for those of you who are asking, no, you can't get locked in this thing. Over here to my right is deli containers, boats for all your food, napkins, etc., deli lids, all those fun type of things. There's trash cans. This is what we call Slim Jims. There are about 4 or 5 of them throughout the kitchen. And then that last hour, 4th hour, is responsible for taking out trash every day. If you want to come on down this way, we're going to try to start over here in the corner. This is all of our dried herbs and spices. Those we have extra stuff up here, stuff that we've blended together. And then if you look at each one of these, they're all nicely alphabetical. And if it's not there, guess where it's going to be? Right there. So that way you make sure you put everything back in its place. The more organized you are, the easier things are going to be for you. Here we have our dry goods station, so there's really only 3 areas for food. We have our walk-in, we have our dry goods area, and then we have spices. That's pretty much it. That's the only place you can look for food. Over here we have small stuff as far as pepper mills, paring knives, vegetable peelers, scales that will scale out stuff, spice grinders, and then a whole mess of other things. Down below we have some larger equipment, so we have a blender here and then a Roboku, which is pretty much a food processor. They're just a lot more expensive. Slicer that we'll use rarely. Then as we come over here, we have storage containers. We've got measuring cups. These are liquid. If you notice, liquid has a higher part to it, so you don't spill the liquid as you go around if you fill it up to the top level. The storage containers, we have 2 quarts, 4 quarts, 6 quarts, 12 quart, 18, and 22. They each go with a corresponding lid based on the size. So I have green, red, and blue. There's some more blue lids down here as well. Here's another one of our hand sinks. There's also another one back there. This is a back sealer where we can actually put product in a bag, put it inside, put it on the back sealer, seal it up, and that way we can keep it fresh for a while. On down this way we have smaller hand stuff, so here we have measuring spoons, measuring cups. So if you look at the difference here, if I fill this up, am I prone to spill water out of it as I'm walking? That's why liquid measuring cups are important, right? Because you can't fill this to the top and make it happen. Wire whips, mise en place cups. So if you ever watch cooking shows and they've got all these cups with all their prep laid out, and all they've got to do is pick it up, put it in their pan, the next step. So mise en place means everything in place. Be completely organized before you start cooking. Make sure you got all your cutting, all your measuring, everything done before you cook. Smaller utensils from rubber spatulas to tongs, spoons, fish spatula, etc. is over in this area, and then we have ladles, and then we have dishers right here, or what you know as ice cream scoops. This area we have what's called our hotel pans, and you're going to have a specific video that Chef Harlan did that actually tells you the sizes of them. But here we have metal, and then in this area we have plastic. So once again, remember from before, we never store metal. We always store in plastic, so we're going to use plastic ones. We have bowls, we have black steel pans, and then sheet trays. We actually have 3 sizes of sheet trays. This is an 8, we got a half, and then we have a full. And I think that does it. If you notice the other stations, we do have power right here for everybody to be able to do power. And then if we want to come this way, we actually go right out the door, and that's it. This is where we'll meet at the end of class. So at the beginning of class, we meet at the demo table. At the end of class, we meet at the double doors.